10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 Joshes having some fun. 'Cause 2 Joshes are better than 1.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of Joshing Around Milwaukee. Of course, my name is Josh Albrecht, and with me as always is
Josh Albrecht.
And today we are at the New Fashion with Marla Poytinger. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, Marla, it's so exciting to be here at the New Fashion, a brand new, which I think is going to be a Milwaukee staple restaurant, but more than a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
It's an experience.
It's a whole experience,
Yeah.
a bars and recreation experience.
I love it.
Like it says on the building.
Yeah. So tell us, how, what was it like? What was your sort of brain waves telling you when this opportunity came about? Start us from the beginning.
It was very fast. This wasn't even on my radar until November. Mm-hmm. And it's beginning of April right now. So this is the fastest project that we've ever put together as a team. I'm very, very proud that we were able to make it happen for Milwaukee because I think it's a really important space for the community. We've always seen this building as a wonderful gathering place for Milwaukee. I loved Punch Bowl Social when it was here. I loved the idea of having a space to come and have activities right next door to Fiserv. But I don't think it ever really fulfilled its potential. Mm-hmm. And so actually I remember when they announced that they weren't going to be continuing, and I said to my team, okay, now we were up at Amped, our karaoke studio, and I said to my team, we need to make sure that all of our other locations can step up and fill the need for more activities and fun in Milwaukee if that one's not going to be operating. And that was a challenge that we had just in our other spaces, not even thinking about having this as one of ours under our umbrella. And probably 4 weeks after that, I got a call, and the Bucks reached out, and through that process, it was something that they felt like would be a good fit and a good synergy, and we were surprised and honored, and it all kind of came together from there.
Yeah. And then you immediately start brainstorming, concepts, ideas, the concept of really making it a great place for Wisconsinites, for Milwaukeeans, and then for people to experience that. I can only imagine what the whiteboard was like. It was like, we need old fashions, we need cheese curds, we need did you just brainstorm all these things?
Full of stuff.
Yeah. It was full of stuff, and we had a lot of different actually ways that we could have taken it. Milwaukee was just one of the concepts, but we kept coming back to it because I don't know if you heard, Mayor Cavalier Johnson called this space the living room of Milwaukee. Sure. And this is where they have the Christmas tree lighting. This is where they have so many different events here on the plaza. And it just felt like the central sort of gathering point for so many things. And we said, what if we really leaned into that? And we made it a space for tourists who love to come here, but also comfortable for locals. We want people to just be able to come and hang out and bring their families and bring their friends and bring their cousin from out of town and do all the things in just a quick, park one time, come, eat, drink, play, and have the full Milwaukee experience and maybe take a souvenir home as well.
Yeah,
that's when it really started to feel like a full concept that could come together and be something that was a total experience.
Yeah, we're sitting in front of something right behind us is one of those experiences, right? A little different take on the traditional bowling.
That's right.
And of course, bowling's got a storied history. Josh Albrecht is a state champion. We're sitting next to a state champion right here.
Wow, congratulations.
You don't want to know what division it was in, but a state champion for sure.
It was the first one. It was the first division, yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, it was the number one.
Number one division.
Yeah.
But bowling is storied in Milwaukee.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people don't know that, but you've got a little different take, a little fun take, right?
It's new fashioned bowling.
Aha.
See what I did there?
Yes.
Well, so obviously the bowling was here before. That was something that came with the building. But everything that we did, we wanted to make sure that we put our own special, unique spin on it. And so we looked into all different ways that we could upgrade the bowling experience, make sure, A, that it worked really well and that it was a good customer experience, but B, how could we make it tech forward in a way that kind of, again, that new fashioned experience. And we found hyper bowling. That was a huge investment for us because it literally meant that we had to take all of the bowling machines out and the lanes themselves and replace it entirely. So although it was here as a footprint, everything that you see is brand new.
Oh, wow.
All the equipment, the pin setters, the lanes, everything is brand new. And we have pictures of the space empty without bowling lanes in it. So it was wild, and it all happened in a matter of like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But because of that, we have this incredible opportunity now to do hyper bowling, which is actually, it integrates the bumpers into the experience. So if you choose to do hyper bowling, you can turn it on or off. So if you're a champion bowler, you don't have to do it.
I definitely need it.
Yeah,
But
he
if
needs
you wanna
bumpers
try
regardless.
it,
But yeah,
I actually have heard some champion bowlers say that it's kind of fun because it challenges them to think about bowling in a new way.
yeah, it's different.
So
Yeah.
you can try it, and then if you don't like it, you can turn it back off again.
I actually didn't know there was bowling without the bumpers.
Yes, there
I
is.
thought there was. I thought that's.
It was always part of it.
That's what those things
what
outside of
that
the
is,
bumpers
yeah.
are, the gutters.
They're actually called gutters, yeah. So if you put them up like they are now, then the hyper bowling experience actually asks you to hit a certain light with your ball before you hit the pins. And if you do what it says up there, then you'll get 3 times the points or 2 times the points, depending on the light that you've hit. And then it'll double your tripper score, whatever it's having you do.
Sure.
And it kind of becomes like this integrated, almost video game immersive experience. And there's lots of versions of it. So there's a version where if you hit the blue light, then you get a monster horn and you build a whole monster while you're playing and competing and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, a new take on it, a new spin on it. It's great for families. It's great for groups that want to bowl but maybe don't want to take it too seriously, want to also eat and drink, and just try something new while they're here, hanging out before or after a game or a concert, having a great time.
Yeah, that's amazing. One of the other newer things that's also sport, curling. You got some curling activities here. So those who maybe aren't familiar with curling or have never tried, I'm sure there's a lot of people who've never tried it. And they're going to come here and they're going to be like, holy cow, I can do curling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So curling is so exciting and fun to me because it's a sport that is all the way a true Olympic sport, but it's also really accessible. And the way that we've done it is we have this all-season street curling experience. So it's iceless curling. There's these little tiny sort of balls on the bottom of the curling stones. So you can actually push the stone down the surface of the iceless sort of material, and it curls just like a stone normally would. And you can have that full curling experience, but you can do it outdoors in Milwaukee in the summer.
That's awesome.
And
Very
we actually have Team USA curlers are coming here this weekend. They're going to integrate with our customers, sort of have that opportunity to teach them how to play and show people that the sport, like I said, is very accessible. It can be done by all ages, old and young, and it's just kind of a fun way to learn something new, try something new, and see that the sport can be really fun and easy, or it can be really competitive, which is great when you're having a drink.
Yeah, we better not do it. It'll be
it will not end well.
No,
you're right.
we once had other competitive things and it didn't go well.
Yeah, pretty much anything we do that could
Maybe
be taken
just
as
don't keep
competitively.
score then.
No, it still
No,
wouldn't.
we're
Yeah,
keeping
it was-
score.
yeah,
I wanted to bring up, you did
Yeah,
say
go
about with drinking too. When we came in, I saw just a line of taps that had like machines.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I got to know about this. Am
Okay.
I putting the card in? Am I scanning it?
Yeah.
How am I getting?
Yeah.
Put in the card and
Alcohol.
scan it and tell me how many different varieties.
What?
Yeah.
And is it like a fountain machine where I can just take a little bit of each
A little bit,
beer?
yeah.
Have
So
like a
it's a self-serve pour wall, so it's kind of like a fountain machine. So when you come in, if you want to try it, you're going to check in with one of our awesome team members. You're going to get an RFID wristband, so you actually get to wear it, and then you're going to go up to the pour wall. We have about 30 different local brews on tap, and then we also have cocktails, mocktails, we have nitro coffee on the pour wall, and then we have Sprecher, different varieties of Sprecher as well.
Awesome.
So you get to look at the pour wall, choose which one you want to try. It actually says on there the price per ounce. And then you take your wristband, you tap right in, put your cup underneath, and then you self-serve. You can try just a tiny little bit if you just want to taste it, or you can pour a full glass. We have different size glasses, so you can choose whatever kind of floats your boat right at that time. And then we kind of call it an adult candy shop because you can just hang out down there, try all different kinds of brews or cocktails. And
Definitely a kid in a candy store over here.
Yeah, experience all of the best that Milwaukee has to offer.
You'll have custard too, right?
We do have
So you can do like
custard.
some sort of crazy beer float.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do your own float.
It just blew his mind, everyone.
Yeah. I just saw it happening.
I picture myself like, I'll be like, Josh, I need 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, give me
I
time.
gotta figure this out.
You can really get lost down there.
I don't know why you'd be bowling when you could just spend your whole time making.
I know, right?
You can do
Different.
both.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That sounds so.
And of course, right in front of us, some amazing food to
My
pair with
goodness.
the beer wall and other great things. What's some of the signature items we've got here? Of course, you have to have cheese curds.
Obviously, cheese curds. So Benson's Restaurant Group and Chef Alex put together this wonderful menu for us. So our whole goal, again, was to partner with local Milwaukee entrepreneurs. And Benson's has been a great partner for Bars and Recreation for years and years. They've done all of our catering for our other locations. And so they were an obvious choice when we were looking for someone to take over this massive kitchen that we have downstairs. And when we went to them, we said, look, the idea is we want to have fresh food, we want to have great, delicious food, but we want it to come fast. We don't want anyone waiting for a table. We want them to be able to come in, get what they want, and get out on time.
Yep.
That's kind of a big, heavy lift for a chef.
Yeah.
But Chef Alex said, I got you, like, let me get to work on it. And he was able to come up with butter burgers. We've got hot ham and cheese, really leaning into that Wisconsin
Love
staple.
it. Yes, it's a Sunday staple here.
Exactly. Obviously, help yourself. Cheese curds, pretzel bites, and we just added a black bean veggie burger for our friends who are vegetarians, which I think is amazing. It's topped with a whole lot of avocado, so just deliciousness. And the way that we have it all set up is that you can order either through a kiosk and pick up yourself, or you can order from a QR code at your table, and then the food will be brought to you hot and ready. And so no reservations required. You don't have to wait at a host stand for a table. You can literally just come in, sit wherever you want, order, and within 10 minutes your food will be here. You can eat and you can head out. And it's all served to go. So if you want to literally just get food and go outside and sit on the plaza, you can take your food, you can take your brew, you can take everything that you have here outside, and it's all really easy and on your own terms.
Yeah, I love that. So we've got great new food, great new bowling experiences. We've got curling. You guys have a gift shop, so you can come get signature Wisconsin, Milwaukee
local
items.
Artists, local makers, all curated by Steph Davies from the Wax Wing, who is a literal genius. And she just pulled all of her local connections and put it together in one place on our second floor retail store, so that, again, like I said, when your family comes in town and they say, like, where should we go? I want to have fun, I want to have great food, and I also need to get something to bring home to my kids.
You can do it all right here.
Boom. It's all right here.
One-stop shop.
And then we've got custard, we've got the beer wall, all of this. Maybe the biggest piece of all, Charlie Barron's brandy.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
It's on the pour wall. You can get it in our classic new fashion cocktail.
Oh my gosh.
Which is my favorite.
Maybe with some custard in there.
Incredible.
Layer in the custard. And you can get it also at one of our 2 full-service bars upstairs.
So. I mean, you have to have a namesake drink when you're named the new fashion.
Charlie is just the best. Like, he's just, to me, he's like classic Wisconsin. He gets it.
Yep.
He's here, he's Midwest, and to us it was like, obviously we're going to put him front and center. And you can also buy his bottles of the really cool looking Beren's brandy in our retail shop. So take it home as a gift too.
Yep.
And so I wanted to just real quick, you've got several other great locations throughout the city that people can explore too. So if maybe this is their first stop, this is really just a launching pad for some other cool experiences.
Yeah.
Can you tell us really quick about some of the other cool places you guys have that people can experience?
Absolutely. So just up the street, we have Amped Private Suite Karaoke and Events. Super duper fun place to go. You get your own private suite where you can sing your heart out with your friends. You can have food and drink delivered right to your suite and sing all your favorite greatest hits karaoke songs.
What's your karaoke song?
My karaoke song? I don't even know.
Friends in Low Places?
No, that's yours.
Friends in Low Places is a really good song because it's easy and I'm a terrible singer.
Do you have one?
Come on.
Yeah.
No, I'll do whatever. There's no
But I love
song I'll
karaoke.
shy away from.
None?
That's what's great about the private suite, though, is like you don't have a scary audience in front of you. Like
true.
it's like being in your car.
Judge-free zone.
Yeah, you're just like belting it out with your friends, and it's a great time.
Mine's actually Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah. Get a cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yeah.
Love it. So AMPT's right up the street. We have our 2 axe throwing staples. So if you love axe throwing, you've got to come to Bars and Recreation. Axe Milwaukee is on the east side, a little bit smaller, just like the classic axe throwing experience. And then North-South Club is Walker's Point area. That is axe throwing in the north and full-size deck shuffleboard in the south. Nice. Awesome giant bar wraps around the whole thing. So that's a great place for big parties and events as well. And then 9 Below is on the east side.
Yeah.
Build your own
Love that.
underground mini golf course.
Yeah.
So that's a wild and crazy experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think a bachelor party or a bachelorette party should come and just do the hop. Go to each one. Throw the axes.
Yeah.
Go play some mini
we
golf.
have people who do that,
Like a
and they
crawl.
love it.
Yeah.
They do their own
Yeah.
crawl, and it's great fun. They can do all of Milwaukee just through Bars and Recreation.
Yeah, absolutely love that. All right, we've got a couple of pointed questions though for you.
All right.
So I know the karaoke one came at you hard, but I'm going to come with you.
Okay.
We're the original brew city here in
Yeah.
Milwaukee, and you guys definitely serve a fair amount of brews.
We do.
You got a favorite brew that you drink when you're in Milwaukee?
I already said it. My classic new fashion. I love to sit at this bar right over here, looking at Fiserv Forum.
I wish all of you could see it.
It's glorious.
Got the Berenz brandy with the cherry pie.
Yeah.
Just the liqueur, everything all comes together, and you can see the sun. You see all people watching, going to the game. It's a great time.
I love that, and I was like, man, I should have opened up this place. Like you like built this like little heaven here. Get a little porch, overlook the Deer District. Having an old fashioned every day.
It's pretty special.
Look at what this is like. This is
really
heaven.
Bad if that's your life. You know?
All right,
Throw some custard in there just for fun.
And then my next question for you: a ton of cool stuff is happening
Yeah.
in Milwaukee right now. We're a city on the rise,
For sure.
and so we've got a lot of good, fresh activity. So, what's giving you fresh city vibes in Milwaukee right now?
You know, I have 3 kids. We're a really big sports family. My kids love all sports, but I'm a big, huge Bucks fan, big, huge Brewers fan, and I just think there's nothing better than the great sports players, Midwest sports players who are good people, good, just all around, like, good humans. And so I love going to Milwaukee sports and cheering for my favorites. You gotta love Giannis, and just feeling good about everything that's going on in Milwaukee and the good people that we have building the city.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well said.
So, one last question for you. It's pivotal. What did we miss? We talked about so many things. Was there something we missed?
We didn't talk about Dartball.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I needed to bring a notebook to keep notes of all these awesome things.
It's just like such a classic throwback. The people who know it love it. And so Dartball is a cross between darts and baseball. The dart board is literally shaped like a baseball diamond, and you throw these giant darts underhand at the board, and you score. Either you get a ball or a strike or a run based on the board. You can play with 9 and 9, 2 teams against each other, or just one-on-one, however you want to play. It is hilarious. We have 4 Dartball bays here, so you can rent a bay, you can make a reservation in advance, and people, again, it's a great sport for just drinking, eating, playing, have a great time, and it's a great Wisconsin throwback with our new fashion spin on it.
Love it. That's fantastic.
Awesome.
For more information, can someone go to a website and look you guys up?
newfashionmke.com.
Fantastic. Don't forget to come to the beautiful Deer District in downtown Milwaukee. Check out some great new stuff here at the New Fashion, and order everything on the menu.
Yeah, and then don't share it.
Wait, hang on a second. We got to share it.
No.
He dropped one.
Josh, you give me one? Dude, we drove here together, This guy.